Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense set on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And the Sooners will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback checking the play. They'll run the toss. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Off the play fake. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He unleashes a long one. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long. coming. You worked on it all week. Get your feet set at the sticks. Understand that quarterback's got to be rushed. Get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Here's the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
He makes the connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They'll run it from the gun. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone, a pickup of 5 to the 20.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Working the middle, it's complete.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Lets it fly. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Virginia Tech managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Blacksburg had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out fast.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
This offense has a 2nd down play. They'll run play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Wide open downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Running back goes in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Stands in and takes the hit. Touchdown, Stanford! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
That is exactly what you want from your quarterback. Hanging in there, letting the route develop, throwing the football down the field while you're getting hit, and the receiver does the rest and runs into the end zone for the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
On second down, just keeps firing. Steps away. The throw. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets to stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Keeps the legs moving. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I think tackling is most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Coates. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
On the move at the 30. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big cover.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, that's a nice number.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Feeling some heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll leave it with him. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big runs.
Looking to throw for it. And that ball is picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. First down to start the drive after the break. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He looks that one in nicely. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown Sooner!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what spurt.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And it's picked off at the goal line. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
He's looking to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. He wants to throw. It's on target and complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. The give to the lone running back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where it's supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Looks as if Stanford will have enough for the first down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, Stanford! And once he got loose, it was all over. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Now let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm, maybe before you open it up again.
Working that deep right side, an excellent concentration on the catch. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Getting some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback there. He was able to somehow escape the sack and escape the negative play, but nobody opened downfield. The end results in incompletion.
2nd down after that incompletion. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're working that left side. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Lining up for the PAT. And it's perfect. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. A first down for the offense. The back goes in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. The freshman able to get home with the sack. So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on 2nd down from the 15. He's looking to throw. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws to the tight end. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays.
Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Miami is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Canes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He lofted high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. There's a better play there by the defense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To the ground with the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. He's now up to 77 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. From the gun on third down. He's right on target. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football.
He lobs one high down the left side. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. The 30. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down, too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. On first down from the 13-yard line. He's going to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Motion from the offense. They want to run this quarterback. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they have so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to check. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw, trying to get to him. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. The field goal is no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll go to the ground. The ball's free. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Man, what a break. Great job falling on the football. Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up, fall on the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the play on third down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Fires toward the end zone. This ball is picked off in the end zone, but no, he's out of bounds. The quarterback very, And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. First down here for the offense. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The play action fake. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Makes the pass. Finds a man in the middle. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Coming after it. They're trying to get to it. Trying to get rid of it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the running back looking for room. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown Sooner! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Texas Tech was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Lubbock. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Red Raider Nation, who will enjoy this win. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And back to the air on 2nd down. This time it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Out of the backfield, he's open. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Love the third down call. Throwing the angle route to your back, working one-on-one against that defender. Easy pitch and catch for the first.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they take it in for 6 more points. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years. But a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays, too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time recruits from high school at the receiver spot. This guy is no different. He has a chance to be the next great Sooner receiver.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Woodside. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They move the tight end all over. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford! Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Now the play fake. He tries to take the top off. And it's caught inside the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that's just nice patience and a great route. One-on-one, working the defender, taking his time, getting out of his break, locating the football, and making the catch just in time in bounds.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They want to throw it. Pressure coming. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pocket starts to collapse. Quarterback adapting. And he'll just get rid of that one. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is perfect. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down for this offense. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Dances away from the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Finds his man. It's Woodside. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Getting some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gains.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll go to the air on third and short. Snags it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinal. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Able to run it out to the 28 on first down. Now it's 2nd and 7. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on third down coming up. Let's call it third and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
Looking left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Sooners will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Bringing it back, it's Jones. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. Fast motion from the offense. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He's got it. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Power football with the run. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. They go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Now improvising. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now, because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Looking to throw on third. Trying to get to it. Touchdown, Stanford! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
On second down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man!
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He wants to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Looking to throw on second down. Steps away to find some room. Gets rid of it. This time on target. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.